Galician Environmental Society, Sogama, is a public company attached to the Regional Ministry of Environment, Territory and Infrastructure of the Xunta de Galicia. Its main activity is the management and treatment of urban waste generated in the Galician region. Sogama is a joint venture. 51% of its shares belong to Public Capital, and Gas Natural Group, as technological partner, owns the 49% remaining. Sogama, involved in urban waste management and treatment, assumes the task to raise awareness and to spread information related to the environment. For this purpose, Sogama undertakes educational, pedagogical and formative campaigns with the aim of fostering good practices in waste generation and sorting both in household and industrial levels, as well as to encourage energy saving. Likewise, Sogama carries on RDI projects aimed to improve waste management and collaborates with universities in research projects, also offering to master and postgraduate students related to the environment the opportunity to do internships in the company. Additionally, Sogama promotes home composting in those areas, usually rural, where this technique can be applied. Therefore, Sogama is a comprehensive and realistic tool to face the serious problem of urban waste in the Galician region. Sogama bases its work as a waste management company on 37 transference plants situated in several locations in Galicia, where household waste is transferred to large capacity closed containers, which are carried to Sogama's treatment plant in Cerceda. In a region like Galicia, with such a scattered population, our commitment to transport with less energy and environmental impact has made possible that 45% of all our waste is brought by train to our plants. The environmental complex of Cerceda takes up 65 hectares and has a nominal treatment capacity of 500,000 tonnes a year. Waste is classified according to its characteristics when it arrives at the complex. Sogama's policy is based on the letter OR. Reduce, reuse and separate to recycle. Recovering the energy of non-recyclable remains, assuming the reality of our society in order to break the vicious circle of endless rubbish generation. Sogama focuses its management on two main kinds of urban waste. Materials dumped by people in the yellow bin, plastic packages, cans and cartons, and organic and non-recyclable waste dumped in the generic bin. The first kind of waste is treated in the automated light package classification plant, where it is separated depending on the different types of packages by sophisticated machinery which reaches a high degree of automation, performance and efficiency. The waste is packaged accordingly and transported to the plant specializing in each material. The cooperation of citizens is required for a proper operation of this system. Thus, one of Sogama's activities is to educate and to raise awareness through public campaigns about the importance of the separate collection. The viability of the waste management system depends ultimately on every citizen's sense of civic responsibility. The other kind of waste received by Sogama corresponds to black bin bags containing organic and non-recyclable waste. such as diapers, sanitary towels, mirrors, crockery, audio tapes and videotapes, floppy disks, plastic objects which are not packages, and in general, any waste that does not go into other separate collection bins. This material is processed in the recycling, treatment and fuel fabrication plant. With this waste, Sogama fabricates a fuel called RDF, refuse-derived fuel, which is used to supply a thermal power station. This is the main role of Sogama, to extract energy from non-recyclable waste, to give value to the useless, and to generate renewable and clean energy. To guarantee this cleanness, the RDF is burnt in a specially designed thermal power station at a high temperature, which reduces the chance of producing harmful compounds which affect the environment and public health. In fact, all the parameters are far below the established by the legislation in force, with dioxin and furan levels even 10 times below legal limits. This is always inferior to the levels reached in rubbish tips and, according to some analyses, inferior to the levels produced by a single cigarette. So much so that the Greens in Germany support incineration with energy recovery as the best way to remove harmful chemical compounds. Furthermore, with this method, Sogama produces energy to supply a whole city. The boiler is permanently controlled with low oxygen presence so that a complete combustion at high temperature can be guaranteed, which minimizes the amount of toxic substances present in the residues. The resulting gases are treated and filtered before they reach the atmosphere. During the whole process, permanent and external controls are carried out about the quality of the environment. These controls guarantee that Sogama is a clean way to produce energy and that it is the only functional way to get rid of the urban waste that a consumer society produces in large quantities. Sogama provides solutions where others just create problems. The environmental complex of Sursida has a maximum treatment capacity of 550,000 tons a year, but the organization receives more than 800,000 tons. In order to temporarily mitigate this deficit, and while the full implementation of the Galician Plan for the Management of Urban Waste for the period 2010 to 2020, which considers the idea of building new infrastructures, is not completed, the tons of rubbish that cannot be treated in the complex are processed in the controlled rubbish tip of Ariosa, where the energy contained in waste is also used in the form of biogas. Energetic efficiency, environment and public health protection. This is the challenge of Sogama. To face the huge amounts of rubbish produced in our society, to make the most of them with the minimal impact. All of us should take up this challenge to guarantee a cleaner future. Our next goal is to reduce the waste generation in our society, to favor its collaboration in the separate collection system, and to improve the public service that we provide to the Galician population.